Bay? He says to Harker Bay? Toronto Johnson? I call for a Moorish court on brother Toronto Johnson. And anybody who's riding with him with this scandal with these videos of me and my wife frauding the people.
Check it.
I never saw my brothers and sisters serving these packages when I was with Daweed Ali and them and Taj and them used to come to Chicago.
I laid them old boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway. Sleepwalking, they keep talking. I probably catch a charge and I don't care what any say. Yeah, I'm the people's grand sheik, and the people's grand sheik ain't seen a man I can't beat. Only the gods is my equal. You mortals, you just my sequel. You just my sequel. What the 85ers? Dip divers? Trying to symbolize us? You already dead. Who done got up in your head? Rent free. You wanna know who sent me? Who sent you? Leg, head. I tried to pull you out the bed, but you got up all groggy. Started talking real crazy, eyes foggy. Couldn't see through the fog. Then I had to bring the dogs, barking all up in your ear, acting like you don't care. Oh, you don't care? Like you don't preserve life. Oh yeah, and you really don't care, right? Oh, you don't care, right? Well, we gon' really check that, bet that, respect that. Since you said you ain't scared to die, I laid them young boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway. I laid them old boys to rest. They was sleepwalking anyway. I'm the people's grand sheik. I ain't seen a man I can't beat. I laid them young boys to rest. They was sleepwalking anyway. I would take you on any day. Michigan, New York, Cali, where you at? What you thought? From Naptown to Baltimore, everybody on the road is all raw. They ready, choppers. I don't really think you want the problem. Hold up, raise the thought up. Back to a law. Hey. I try to get him out the bed. Sleepwalking anyway. Sleepwalking anyway. Wake up, keep talking. Sleepwalking anyway. Wake up. I don't care what any say. Nobody. I'm the people's grand sheik, and the people's grand sheik. I ain't seen a man I can't beat. Never. You mortals, you just my sequel. You mortals, you just my sequel. Only equals is the gods. You mortals, that's my sequel.
He says to Harker Bay?
I see.
Toronto
I
Johnson?
see dead people. Hey. I see dead people. I laid them old boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway.
I never saw my brothers and sisters serving me packages when I was with Daweed.
I laid them young boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway. Hey, people's grand sheik. I ain't never met a man that I can't beat. No. The gods is my only equal. That's it. You mortals, you just my sequel. That's it.
I call for a Moorish court on brother Toronto Johnson. And anybody who's riding with him with this scandal or with these videos of me and my wife frauding the people.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
the Moors, then you's a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Again, those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people taught European how to bathe. And look at that women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler, this era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for show. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast estate. I want my town, my sheriff, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate. Y'all keep hating when love is the savior. You don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. That's why you killing, fighting, marry out of your race. If you ain't for Moorish world, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you used to love the Moorish world, come on and build it with me. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, oh yeah. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That time. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. Man, welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. Can you hear me? Press 7 if you can hear me. We gotta get it started, family. Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Let me see if you can hear me. I don't see it. 7 don't see it. I got to make sure. I ain't been in the building in a minute. My equipment might don't work right. You know what I mean? High sound. ODB. What up? What up? What's going on with you? How y'all doing today? I wish I could hear you. Did y'all? Hey, Sweet D. Sweet D. What up, King? Kaba. What up, family? Man, I'm ready for whatever. I said I'm ready for whatever. Hold up. Let me make sure I ain't yelling too much. Man, I'm ready for whatever. Listen, man. How y'all doing? Man, shout out to the family, man. Where y'all been at? Where y'all been at? Huh? Where y'all been? What y'all been doing? Y'all been bluffing. I hope y'all ain't been bluffing. Paparazzi, y'all been bluffing. Kabayat. I don't know what that is. Kabayat 1. My man. Islam. He say Islam, so we all good. Man, let me give a shout out to my man, Win for X, man. I met a brother named Win for X, man. Oh, my goodness, man. I'm going to bring him on the show. He's straight swoop whooping. Now, he Nation Islam now. He ain't swoop whooping. He's still swoop whooping. Once you swoop whooping, you always swoop whooping. Y'all do know that, right? Wrote a book, man. And we're going to discuss it. Not tonight. We're going to discuss it soon. That man signed it for me and everything. Man, I got something to share with y'all, man. You know what's amazing to me, family? The amazing thing to me, man, we're going to have a serious talk. What up, King? King Tutoring. But listen, family, I'm telling you, man, they say he's the Hawker Bay, right?
He says he's to Hawker Bay?
That's who I is. Who else am I?
Toronto Johnson?
That's who I is. Who am I? I'm the Hawker Bay Toronto Johnson. Check my background. Check my background. I'm doing push-ups. I'm doing my curls. I'm doing the robot. Oh no, Eddie. I've been doing the robot. Hey, look, some people just gonna leave the channel like, what the heck I just turned on? Listen, man, I'm excited, man. Listen. I've been doing my back presses. I've been doing the robot. I don't know why I do that, man. Y'all need to lighten up sometime, man. Y'all need to lighten up. Somebody said, did you file the paperwork? In fact, Evelyn Waters, I'm not going to speak on that until, let me tell you something. If anybody been watching me, right? I've been talking about this Moorish village for quite some time. I was talking about we need some water. I was talking about all these things. Once I was able to solidify that, then I talked about it. So if you stick around long enough, you'll be able to see how I'm moving. Know for sure that I'm not going to say how I'm moving at all times. I ain't going to be able to do it. I ain't going to be able to do it. If you expected me to tell you or anybody how I'm moving at all times, I ain't gonna be able to do it. You know, you got fools out there that seen a few of my videos that I've been putting out teasers, and they was like, well, he didn't show no paperwork. He didn't show this, he didn't show that. And I'm not until I get ready. Or until somebody step up, face me, turn the camera on, talk to me. Yeah, man. Somebody said my sound is off. My sound off. Hold on, let me see. Is my sound okay? I hope my sound okay. Tell me if my sound okay. GA sound is off. Let me see. I changed my sound okay. All right, let me check. Let me check my settings. Let me check my settings. Okay. Camera. Okay, let me check my audio. Audio. Okay, my audio seemed right over here. Yeah, I'm looking good. I'm looking good. But anyway, what I was going to say is that, you know me saying, this is the thing. If we're gonna go to intellectual war, then we got to know how to move the pieces around the chessboard. You feel what I'm saying? And when I move the pieces around the chessboard, I want you to know, just pay attention. Watch me. My uncle used to say, my Uncle Pete. If anybody y'all been watching the channel long enough, y'all done heard of Uncle Pete. You know what I mean? He used to say this. Don't watch me, watch my moves. He used to stutter. He still do stutter, actually. Don't watch me, watch my moves. I used to mess with him. He used to have them slippery Earls on, you know, them dress shoes. I used to mess with him and stutter, man. He used to chase me. I'd be, don't watch me, watch my moves. So when I conclude one of my moves, I'm going to share it with you. You know what I mean? When I conclude one of my moves, I'm going to share it with you. Because these devils are terrible. You know, these devils called me a sex offender. Did y'all know that? These devils are terrible. You know what I'm saying? But won't one face me? There won't be one that will stand up face to face, turn their camera on, show me what they got so I can show them what I got. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Show me what you got so I can show you what I got. We got to know the past, present, and future. Absolutely. And I agree with that. And we should be transparent. But when you're fighting the devil, you don't tell the devil which way you're swinging. I know you ain't coming for me, Evelyn Waters. I know you ain't coming for me. I'm just saying, Evelyn Waters, the devils are watching. The devils are watching. So I can't give the devils I can't come out the huddle and tell the team what I'm doing. The other team, telling the devil what I'm doing. The devil said, and then once I did it, I got you. But know for sure. Look right here, niggas in LA, show your paperwork to the people. I say hit the link, come on, and show me what you got, and then we compare what we got. Let's go. Let's go. Here's your chance. Come on, turn your camera on, niggas in LA. You come on right now, show me what you got, and I'm gonna show you what I got. Turn your camera on, show me what you got, and explain to me what you got. Come on, you ready? Niggas in LA, show me what you got. Hit the link. Come on. Come on, tough guy. You the tough guy? Come on, tough guy. Come on. I told you on it. What did I tell y'all on what I put out there today? What did I tell out there? What the preview I put out? Back and ready for whatever. Back and ready for whatever. Ain't that what I say? Ain't that what I say? Call in, bring the smoke. Back and ready for whatever. Don't come in the chat if you ain't ready to turn the camera on. Show me what you got. If you can't turn your camera on and show me what you got, then shut up. I said it. I said it. The People's Grand Sheik said, if you can't come in and turn your camera on, show me what you got, then shut up. How about that? Is that fair? Is that fair? Huh? Is that fair? Come in, turn your camera on, screen share, show me what you got, explain it to the people, and let's talk. Chump. Any of you chumps. That's right. I'm the People's Grand Sheik. This is how real men and women do it. We say, you come here. Come on here. Come on. Turn your camera on, screen share, show me what you got, explain it to the people, and then I explain what I got. If you can't do that, keep it moving. Come on, show me what you got. Hey, I'm going to take a kombucha break. 188 people in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up for these lames. Please hit the thumbs up for these lames. It's a shame we got so many lames. It's a shame we got so many lames amongst our race. Hit the thumbs up for the lames. I'm going to take a kombucha break. I'm going to take a kombucha break. Show me what you got. Come on. Let's go, Ricky Kelly. What's up, my brother?
You're not my brother.
Okay, show me what you got, brother.
Let's see your paperwork.
I said, show me what you got. Don't talk to me.
No, don't do
show
that.
Me what you got.
Let's not do that.
Is you going to show me what you got? Yes or no?
I'm about to ask you to show your paperwork for
said,
beating 3 women, halving you to death.
Show me what you got, or I'm going to kick you out. You got it?
See, that's not fair.
Get out of here. Next, show me what you got. Show me what you got. You want to get up here and talk. Want to be famous. You ain't getting famous up here. Show me what you got. Don't come up here and ask me nothing. You making the accusation. Now show me what you got. Oh, all right. And other than that, we're going to move on. Come up here. You beat 3 women. Man, go back and don't eat them pig feet and hug malls and chitlins, man. We over here handling business. We talk about something positive. Know what I mean? We talking about something positive over here. Now, we talking about something positive over here. You go ahead back over there and clean them hug malls and chitlins, man. We got things going on. We got things going on Clarence Pool. You know what I mean? Oh, hog eater want to come up here and talk crazy. We ain't taking no shorts. If you can't come up here and show me what you got and explain it to the people, don't ask me nothing. Oh, you know explanation? I don't know you. I don't owe you nothing. Now show me what you got or be quiet. That's how the game going from now on. Oh, you know explanation? I explained it to the Moorish World TV citizens. Oh, you know explanation? Show me what you got. But with that being said, how y'all doing? You know what I mean? This is why we ain't gonna play with these lames no more. I done went back and got refreshed. You know what I mean? I've been back and got refreshed. I've been considering some things. And you know what I considered, family? We are a lost people. Let me tell you something. If someone show you an accusation from 2002, if someone show you an accusation from 2002, and you going to use that to try to convince somebody who I am in 2022, then you need to read and explain yourself. I don't owe you no explanation. You are going to have to explain what you say I did in 2002 that makes me that in 2022 if I did that what you said in 2002. I'm going to tell you what, half of these people can't even read. Half of these people can't even read. Half of them can't even comprehend. This is why no one is coming up here with the screen share, because they can't comprehend. Now, let me tell you something. If I have crossed the line in the past, present, in this moment, man, I ain't got no problem saying, yep, that was me. Yep, I did that. My bad. Move on. I ain't no problem with that. But I'm not going to let you lame weirdos come up here or on the internet bait me so you can get some camera time. You ain't getting no camera time. You want some shine time? Show the people what you got. I mean, show the people what you got. Don't come up here talking. This is not a talk show. This is not a talking head show. This is a show and prove show. You know what I mean? This is a show and prove show. Now, with that being a show and prove show, family, y'all know that from Polite to Grandmaster J, to who else? From Polite to Grandmaster J to Inky. You feel me? From Polite to Grandmaster J to Inky, to Sinetta, to anybody else. You know, and I know that we put the scam game on Front Street. And at this point, ain't nobody scamming nobody at this time. Did y'all notice that? Press 7 if y'all notice that. Y'all notice that? Tell me somebody. Somebody say static noise. Somebody say the noise in the back is static. Hold up. Check. Can you hear? Check. Can you hear? Let me make sure. That noise in the back, G, that's kind of static. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I can hear. Let me see if I can hear. That noise in the back, G, that's kind of static. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I can hear. All right, it's good now. I think I had it too close. If you hit the link, you got to turn your camera on. Oh. Hold up. One second. Oh, mic one. Hold up. Hold up, family. I'm going to do something real quick. All right, hold up. It's messing up on me. If you don't turn your camera on, I'm not opening up the mic. I'm going to do something real quick. Let me see something. The mic. Hold up, it's messing up. Let me see. If you don't turn your camera on, I'm not opening. Let me see something. Check. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Turn your camera on, I'm not opening. Let me see something. Check. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm going to use that mic. I just changed my mic. That's all. All right, can you hear me now? I just changed my mic. All right. Everybody can hear me now? All right. And look. And if you want to do a show, just me and you can email me. You can email me too. But for now, I'm not going to try upon the coast. Because what we got is a lot of people that want to do a lot of distractions. But we ain't going to let you do no distractions today. You see what I'm saying? We ain't going to let you do no distractions today. Because what we're going to talk about today is that since Moorish World TV has been on the cutting edge of exposing or putting people on Front Street. Just explain, and yes, on the report, please. I want you to come on the show and you explain it. You come on the show. Come on the show. I need to make somebody look like a fool. Come on the show, get the paperwork, come on the show and show your face, and we'll go from there. I'm telling you, watch it. Watch how I show this thing. Watch how I show you how it's done. Family, take notes. Take notes. Take notes how I do this. Take notes. If you can't come here and show your face, I don't owe you no explanation. You see my face? You see my face? Don't you see my face? You see my face. Why should I show my face and respond to you, but you don't show your face and respond to me? That's fair? Is that fair? You see my face making an accusation against me, but I don't see your face in order to respond. That makes sense? That don't make sense in my book. That don't make sense in my book. In my book, show me you, explain to the people, you know what I mean? Explain to the people what you are saying, and I will respond to your face. Because we ain't going to play this game. But now, you're being a distraction. And if you be a distraction, I'm going to put you out the class. I'm going to put you out the class. But with that being said, since Moorish World TV, you feel what I'm saying? But you said you would show it as soon as you got it. As a man, you shouldn't be trying to deflect it to show that there's something extra. Shake my head, but whatever, peace and love. No, let me explain to you, Eagle Eye. In the teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, there's a quote. A wise man changes his mind often. A fool is obstinate. He knows everything except his own ignorance. So initially, I said, yes, I'm going to go over it. But then I said to myself, you know what? Let me reconsider. Why should I respond to a flat out lie and the one that makes the lie don't show their face to be embarrassed for making the lie? Make sense to you, Eagle Eye? Why should I respond to a flat out lie to appease a liar when the liar is not showing their face so I can respond to the lie? Make the liar come up. Make the liar come forth, or you come forth. Why should I do that? That's called imbalance. Listen, I don't care about rumors. Can you do a show to clear out rumors about your leader? I can do a show about that. I've done that before. I have no problem with that. I have no problems about that. What I'm saying is, do that make sense? Somebody lies on you, and now that liar gets to hide, but I respond while the liar gets to hide. And when I respond, the liar gets to go on to lie again, and no one knows who the liar is. Come on, Eagle Eye. You're smarter than that. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're smarter than that. Why do the liar gets to go on hiding? Or anybody that wants to represent the liar? Why? So that's the deal. That's the deal. Bring someone to represent the lie. All right? And when you bring someone to represent the lie, make sure they have their camera on. That way, we can be on a fair playing field. That way, if I'm exposed, you know who I am. And if the liar exposed, you know who they are. Press 7, does that make sense, family? If I'm exposed, you know who I am. But if the liar is exposed, You don't know who the liar is. No, we're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. So yeah, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. So look, look, Freddie Black say, sounds like tap dancing to me. Well, you gonna tap out right now because you ain't gonna step up and represent what you think you know. So now you gotta get out of here. If you ain't gonna step up and represent what you think you know, then you gotta get out of here. Now, step up and think you can represent what you know, or we gonna move on. Now, see, this is the thing. I'm not gonna let you distract me any longer. I'm just go ahead and block you because you ain't gonna step up. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna step up. If you see my face and I'm exposed, but if the table turns, nobody knows who you are. We're not gonna play that game. We ain't gonna play that game. You know what I'm saying? Step up, show me what you got, show your face, represent it like like an attorney, and I show you what I got. Show me yours, I show you mine. Show me yours, I show you mine. Because we're not gonna play that game. I'm a little bit more intelligent than that. I'm a little bit more intelligent than that. You know what I'm saying? Just a little tiny bit more intelligent. You don't get to hide your face after you accuse me of a sexual assault. Are you crazy? You don't get to hide your face. Are you tripping? And now I respond to you clowns. I mean, you can call it what you want. I just gave them a little bit more footage, so let me just move on. They're going to remix this. They're going to remix this tomorrow because they've been thirsty for some footage. So I just gave them a little bit footage, Cryptonomics, but we're going to move on now. Anyway, y'all can take that footage and y'all can remix it all you want. I don't care no more. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm back and I'm ready for whatever. Family, one thing about me, my people's mental slavery got me sick. Real talk, family. And guess what? The conscious community hustle is dead. You got to get it from the mud today. See, you got to get it from the mud today. Let me tell you something. Since the CMOS presentation on the table, ain't nobody selling no or buying no CMOS from a dirty, raggedy kitchen no more. Sales are down. Sales are down. They way down. And they supposed to be down. Make these lames get a job. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You see Polite where he went. You know what I mean? Clarence Poole said case search. There you go, Clarence Poole. Tell him look at case search, find the case. Find the case. Talking crazy to me. But with that being said, family, let's get it. So now people got to get it from the mud. But I want to ask you, family, and this is a back and forth type of thing. I want to ask you, family, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of what we call the conscious community today? What is the purpose of all of this information here on the internet? What is the actual purpose of it? You feel what I'm saying? Because it started off, see, when I expose something that they like to call it, I'm really trying to protect the consumer from not consuming something bogus. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't talking about nobody mama. I ain't talking about nobody history. I ain't talking about nobody. Only history I'm talking about is the history that you put to the table when you swindle people, when you claim to be conscious. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I talk about. And from me talking about that, you done talked about my mama, you done talk about my children, you talk about my baby mama, you done talk about my wife, you done talk about my grandmother, you done talk about my father, you done talk about everything you could think of. And only thing I've talked about, and I will continue to talk about, is the swindling and the scamming within our community. It's the only thing that I've talked about. You follow me? You know what I mean? That's the only thing I've ever talked about. You know what I'm saying? I talked about the hypocrisy, how one is just flashing her boobies all over the internet, and then the next minute talking about that she is a Hebrew Israelite. I expose the hypocrisy. I ain't never talk about your children. I ain't never talk about your mama, your baby mama, your wife, your grandmama, your guy. I never did that. And I will never do that. That ain't my style. Got a little big class, you feel me? I'm determined to change. I got a little bit class. Because mama ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But when you cut a person's purse strings, you already know that they're going to come out scratching from the corner like a cat, like a rat. They're going to come out swinging. You already know what they're going to do. See what I'm saying? And so with all the scratching and with all the kicking, it don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. But at this point, you know that it's time to move on. You know, ain't no conversation there no more because the scamming is not there. They can't scam no more. The people are awoke. They can't scam no more. Grandmaster Jay can no longer call 100 young brothers, 1,000 young brothers and sisters to bring their guns out so they can get on a list. He can't do it no more. He can't do it no more. Inky is not piling up packages no more with stamps on them saying that he got send out blue seal or blue gold or whatever he named. I got another brick. I mean, intermingling CMOS with crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? He can't do that no more. Can't do that no more because ain't nobody going for it no more. People are woke now. You see what I'm saying? So there's no reason for me to keep on revisiting that. Now you got to get it from the mud. You're going to have to drive Uber. You're going to have to drive Uber Eats. You're going to have to work at Amazon. You're going to have to do something. Because ain't nobody going for it no more. So what is the purpose of the conscious community in this digital community? Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm not surprised as it relates to the situation with Will Smith and Chris Rock. I'm not surprised. Whether it's a setup or whether it's real, I'm not surprised because the powers that be have predetermined that all of this doxing is going to get somebody smacked. That all of this disrespect is going to get somebody spit smacked out of their mouth. It's a setup. So whether it's fake or whether it's real, it goes in line with all of the things that's been happening within our digital community. What's been happening to our digital community? Over the top disrespect. You feel me? Over the top disrespect has been happening in our digital community. And you know what the response is about to be? People are about to get the spit smacked out of their mouth. But the only thing about that is one is going to get the spit smacked out of their mouth, and then it's going to turn into something else, and then something else, and now we've been set up again. You see what I'm saying? We've been set up again. Because when that happened, we was live here on Moorish World TV. People were coming in the chat talking about Will Smith just smacked Chris Rock. And then it flooded the airways. But let's look at the origin. Let's use our mind. Let's use the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Let's use the wisdom. Let's use the wisdom. This disrespect on digital media has gone too far. Has gone too far. My wife has been disrespected. My mother has been disrespected. My children has been disrespected. It has gone too far. And real soon, there will be a response when somebody do that to somebody who does not have the discipline or the spiritual insight to understand what is actually taking place. And this powers that be, the system that be, the ethers that generate this type of energy will be sitting back laughing. You hear me? You hear me? So I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful on this internet. Be careful on this internet. Be careful how people try to bait you that hate you. Don't let people that hate you bait you. If you hate me, you can't bait me, because I already know that's what you're trying to do. I mean, if you hate me, you can't bait me. I'm not going to let you bait me if you hate me. Because if you bait me, that means that if I put the big hand down, then I'm going to go downtown. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I already know that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't bait me. You can say whatever you want. But now, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Anybody that know me, right? Anybody that know me, right? If you've known me long enough, you know that everything that I said has been word bond. Everything that I said. And I would challenge anybody to come forth and show me anything that I said that was wrong. I also challenge anybody, and if I'm wrong, I'm going to admit that I was wrong and I'm going to apologize. But I also challenge anybody to challenge me on anything that you heard. But bring your proof. Make sure you bring your proof so I can respond. But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, when you hear this song here, y'all remember this song here? Y'all remember this? Watch this.
You seen a man I can't be.
Not that. Watch it. I'm trying to bring this song up. You remember in the song I said, let me see if I can.
All you super scholars holler. This era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a.
I say, all you super scholars holler. This era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You hear what I say? If you ain't building on the ground, you worse than a twerker. You know what that means? That means all of this building on the internet, all of this building what we call in ciphers, all of this building, talking, you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. You're probably working for them people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Now when I'm talking about if you ain't building on the ground, I'm talking about really building on the ground. Really building on the ground. What is all this knowledge about the Bible about if the God that you believe in, you feel me? If the God that you believe in haven't precipitated you into a community that's designed to bring out the best in you? Huh? What type of God we talking about here? What type of God we talking about here? If we having all these arguments about God, we having all of these arguments and debate about culture, we having all these arguments and debates about philosophy, why none of these philosophy, cultures, or gods that they talk about has precipitated a community for us by us? What's wrong with this God? Well, ain't nothing wrong with my God. Ain't nothing wrong with my God. Because I'm telling you, in the short period of time that I've been here in the digital community, and I stepped away from them fake Moors, I stepped away from that fake consciousness, and I began to put my mind and my heart in the place where it needed to be, God been coming through in the clutch. God been coming through in the clutch. Been coming through in the clutch. And in a short 4 years, the universal creator has come through in the clutch. And so I would advise everybody that if you believe in God, if you believe in the creator, if you believe in the God of your understanding, stick to it to sincerity, with sincerity, and watch what happens. And watch what happens. See what I'm saying? And watch what happens. You feel me?
and watch what happened. Peace, TB. Peace, brother TB. Not sure if you have, but can you look into the recent story of brother Rakeem Bulagoon? Thank you. Yes. In fact, I have looked into it. Brother Bolagoon, Bolagoon is my friend. That's my brother. I actually looked into it. I'm not getting any headway. You know, I talked to a member that's associated with his family. I'm not getting any headway. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to continue to work on it. If y'all don't know about my brother, he was on my show before. He's my brother. He's my friend. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I've been looking into it. I'm not even sure about the details yet. I've been researching, looking. If y'all don't know, that is the brother where they unlawfully kicked in his door. I think it was, I forget the year. They kicked in his door, locked him up in front of his children unlawfully, and they actually let him out. But now he's locked up again for something that's really, really sketchy and suspect. But I'm unfortunately, I'm not getting any headway, but I've been digging, and I'm going to continue to dig. I couldn't dig the way that I wanted to because I had other things, appointments set up. And one of the appointments that I had to set up is that my family, was going over. So for the last year, we have been in talks about some land for the last year, and our benefactor of this land let me know in September that it's ready to rock and roll. So recently we were able to go and lock it down. With that being said, though, now I'm gonna have a talk with y'all. With that being said, so when we walked out, let me see if I can throw something up real quick. When we walked out there, let me see. Give me 1 second. If I can, give me 1 second, family. All right. I'm gonna try to. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can. So when we got to the land, right? Because I didn't see it in person until just this past week. And so first, let me explain to you. My vision is this. First, let me tell you the downside of the vision. When people cry about 40 acres in a mule, we never got that 40 acres. We never got that 40 acres in a mule. And we cry about reparations. We should get reparations, this, that, and the third. The downside of the vision is, when I look at the state of mind of our people, if they had, majority of them, not you, majority of us, not you, if we had 40 acres in a mule, many of us are so comfortable with the comforts of the life that we know. We're comfortable with renting a house that's already supplied with all the things that we need. In other words, we can go and rent a house. Many of them even have good floors, carpet in them, water, hot, cold, refrigerator, sink. See, I'm from Maryland. I said zinc. Sink. We have everything that we need to be comfortable, right? And that has made us spoiled. We can go to the grocery store when we get ready. Even down to people who smoke cigarettes, they don't even have to roll them from a tobacco field. They can go and get a pack of cigarettes for $10 and they don't care. That's how lazy we become. We become so lazy that someone can bottle water, and I buy it too, but someone can bottle water and resell it to us. So if one would give most of our people 40 acres and a mule, in the next 10 years, it would be given right back to the one that distributed to us because of the state of mind that we in. What are you going to do with 40 acres? Do you even know what 40 acres look like? What would you do with 40 acres? That's a question that we need to think about, because at the end of the day, that question is answered. When that question is answered, you begin to understand the state of mind that our people are in. You see what I'm saying? Now let me show you something. If you, give me real quick. If you, like myself, we all one people. But if you, let me get a second. Let me show you something, if I can, real quick. So here is my son, right? Let me share real quick. Bam. Here is my son running on our land.
She don't need to go there. She don't need to go there.
So look, I got the wrong video because I twisted on that. Let me get another one real quick. The point that I'm about to make, though, is that our people are so messed up, we wouldn't know the first thing to do with 40 acres. We wouldn't know the first thing to do with 5 acres. You feel what I'm saying? Our skill for building is almost gone. When you go in any city, and you look at the skyscrapers being built, you look at the houses being built, you see Hispanics and you see Europeans. The numbers that you would see years ago, where the old guys with the overhauls and the big rusty hands, you don't see them no more. You don't see them no more. Now the old guy with the big rusty hand, he done ate the bad food, he done drank the wrong stuff, and now he's broke up on disability. This is just a fact. This is just a fact. At least it is in Baltimore City. When I was young, you had older women that would be going to the grocery store with silver hair. And you know that they were elderly, but they was moving. They was moving. They had their little cart, pulling their cart, pushing their cart. They was moving. Today, that same supposedly elderly lady is now, instead of 70 years old, she's now 50 years old. And from eating the bad food, she's broke up, beat down, stressed out. So what we going to do with 40 acres? So that's the downside. Now the upside, let me finish the downside. So when I was out on the land this weekend, it really bothered me as I thought about, the state of our people. Give me a second. It really bothered me. And what bothered me is that as I'm looking at all of this land that can be utilized to build a community, I'm thinking in my mind, hold up one second. All right. I'm thinking in my mind, like, our people, there is no way that our people, I can't see, I'm trying to say this the right way as I get this video, that our people will actually cultivate land as the Europeans did when they came over here and tricked the natives in the beginning. Like I'm talking about raw land. Who is going to make the first brick, buy the first brick, lay the first piece of mortar? Can you see any brother in this conscious community doing that? Can you see Jabari doing that? Maybe that's not his place. But anybody in this circle doing that? Can you see Sonetta doing that? Or organizing people to do that? Because that's what it takes to build a community. That's what it takes to build a community. You got to put brick to the mortar and mortar to the ground. You got to get it from the mud. How many people ready to do that? So when I was sitting out there, let me see if I can get a quick video real quick. So when I was sitting out there,
So, Taji is driving us.
look at all this. Look at this. I'm sitting out there looking at all this, and I'm saying to myself, I know what I'm going to do. I know what those who rock with me going to do. But we just a small little group. But how many people are willing to start from scratch to be free? Our people are comfortable. We are comfortable with foolishness. We are so comfortable with foolishness. I'm telling you, we are super comfortable with foolishness. Like in 10 years, this land could be a thriving community. And what I mean by thriving community, the same way people go to the Amish community to buy their staples, to buy their produce, to buy their cotton because they have sheep. I mean, they wool because they have sheep. Like, we are so comfortable that we don't feel as though that we should take our life into our own hands. We would rather leave our life in other people's hands. Like I said, what stops us from building our own house on our own land? You know what we do? We would rather go get a bank loan and say, sold, I bought my first house. When are we going to change that dynamic? So I'm trying to put my foot forward so we can change that dynamic. And we have people that want to help us change that dynamic. But many of us won't help ourselves. You know, when I first mentioned the Moorish village, it was about 4 years ago. And do you know there's not one Moorish American? I put up a GoFundMe. And do you know that there is not one Moorish American that was super influential and supposed to have the bag gave a dime? It was all the regular people. They gave $1, $20, $200, $300. It was all the regular people. Do you understand what I'm saying? These big, tall sheiks, fez wearing sheiks, they didn't give a dime. I'm talking about not one dime. I was in this group called Ali's Men. They supposed to be the upper echelon. They supposed to be the upper echelon of intellectuals as it relates to Moorish science. It was 20 of us. Guess how many gave a dime? 0. 0. 0. Can y'all believe that? Y'all hear? Y'all know the Moors talk like they know everything, right? Press 7 if the Moors don't talk like they know everything. Anybody ever debate with a Moor? Anybody ever talk with a Moor? Ain't nothing that they can't tell you about. Ain't nothing they can't tell you. Anybody? Am I the only one? I'm a Moorish American. I'm a Moor. Anybody? Press a 7. Anybody ever talk to a Moorish American? Oh my goodness. They'll tell you everything. Ain't nothing they don't know about. I'm telling you, they know everything about law. They know everything about land. They know everything about indigenous. They know everything about God. They know everything about being black. They know everything about civics. They know everything about fiat money. They know everything about everything. Ain't nothing they don't know. But they don't know how to come together and build something. I bet that. They don't know that. I'm telling you, all of these influential Moorish Americans did not give a dime. And people like, they asking me, well, what happened to the Moorish village? Fool, what you think happened to it? I had to recalibrate. I had to recalibrate. I had to pray a little harder. I had to meditate a little more. That's what happened to the Moorish village. Ain't nobody want to live in the Moorish village. And don't nobody got confidence in themselves enough to think that they can pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get it from the mud. And within 5 and 10 years, you can live like you're supposed to be living in the first place. I mean, somebody said, did they get their money back? Who gave the money? Look at Sheikh David. Sheikh David ain't give a dime. And if you did, show me your receipt so I can give it back. You see how dumb that is? I just say these big sheiks ain't give a dime. And he said, did they get their money back? See what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? This is the intellectual foolishness I'm talking about. The last words I said is that these big sheiks ain't give a dime. And then he typed, did they give their money back? This is what I'm talking about. Here's a prime example. There you go. There you go. Okay, now ask that. You said, I said the little people, regular people gave money. And you said, did they get their money back? No. But you know what I did? The little bit that was given, I added to it. And I bought a building in the community with hopes that if I take the next step, if I take the first step, then people will join in and then we can buy the block up. And once again, what happened? Nothing. So the little that was given, yep, I took that little bit, added to it. Added to it and bought a building in hopes of buying the block. But once again, no fanfare from all these big Moors that talk this stuff, that talks nationality, that talks birthright. You see, Quincy Robinson L., we didn't want it back. So guess what I did? After ran into some difficulties, I already told that story, we just moved on. And so anybody who gave something never lost nothing because we kept moving on. We kept progressing. I never said that I gave up, Sheikh David. I never said that I gave up. I never gave up. I kept pushing. With or without the support, I kept pushing. That's the difference, Sheikh David. I never gave up. I never gave up. You know, in the past 4 years, I've invested in buildings to be central locations so we can organize our people to come together. Do you know that? In the past 4 years, I was, by the will of Allah and support from Moorish World TV citizens, friends, and family, I was able to acquire 3 different buildings in order to organize our people as a central location so we can move forward. I ain't tell everybody, let's get on a come on, everybody. We got an organization that has a virtual Moorish Science Temple of America, meaning that we interface via the internet, Fridays and Sunday, right? In the meantime, in the between time, people thinking that our entire temple is internet-based. So while they thinking that the entire temple is internet-based, I'm working my finger to the bone to make sure that we can facilitate a movement on the ground. And in working my fingers to the bone to make sure that we can facilitate a movement on the ground, they looking at me like they just on the internet. They just on the internet. But now, today, they see different. They see different because I never, ever gave up. So while people was watching on the internet, while they was watching the left hand on the internet, I was on the right hand making things happen to the best of my ability and by the will of Allah. And so, with that being said, to my brother Sheikh David, I never gave up. I will never give up because I know that there's some good people out there, whether they proclaim their nationality or not, they want something better than what they have. Because the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, if you think your conditions can be better, join the Moorish Science Temple of America. And sometimes joining the Moorish Science Temple of America is just joining like-minded people. Everybody don't want to be playing that political game of Moorish American. People want to get something done. People want to teach their own children. And so, by the will of Allah, we have been afforded the opportunity, to build it from scratch. You follow me? We have been afforded the opportunity to build it from scratch. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. Where is the real conscious community at? Why nobody else have a vision like this? You know, except for my brother who went to Africa, Mighty Hebrew, except the lie that Brother Polite talked about, that they were sovereign and that he was the what do they call him? The king or the something of this. You know what I mean? He gave himself this glorious title. Y'all remember that? He gave himself this glorious title. Y'all remember that? You feel me? Somebody says, all that land yours, brother. You can say it is, but I say it's ours. Anybody that wants to move positively, anybody that's ready to put work to make it a reality, I'm going to be opening the door soon, probably in June or July, for anybody who wish to be a part of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Anybody who wish to be a part of it. You know, so but what I got to do first is I got to make sure that our inner circle is ready to do what we are set to do. You feel me? Before we can reach out to anybody else that's ready to join us. And today we had a meeting and we set and ready to go. But the point that I'm making, I want to get back to something. How many people can you see in the conscious community building or making financial contributions for the building? Huh? How many? How many? You think some people gonna come up off some of that what you call it? Some of that incense money? Somebody, you think they're gonna come up off that oil money? Huh? They gonna come up off some of them books money? See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, we are to the point now where we love to be taken care of. We love to be taken care of. You know how easy it is? You know you can take, hey, I'm here with you. You know, I drink kombucha, right? You know I can let this kombucha sit. You feel me? I can let this kombucha sit and it'll make its own SCOBY. It can make its own SCOBY. And from that SCOBY, I can produce unlimited kombucha. But you know what? And we got stuff here to make kombucha. You know what? Every day, even me, I'm breaking out the mold too. Every day. Not every day, sometimes. I try to drink one a day because it's good. It's good for your digestive system. Every day, this is $3. Some of them is $3.95. You hear what I'm saying? Some of them is $3.95. But do you know that this one that I buy for $3.95 can make unlimited if I just let it set and let it build its own SCOBY? You might don't know what it is, but that's the bacteria that makes kombucha. What I'm saying is there's alternatives to everything that we do. But let me ask you something. Who's going to come out there and ready to get busy? That we see in the conscious community, that we call the conscious community. Man, nobody coming out there to do nothing. Ain't nobody coming out there to do nothing. They rather debate. And there's nothing wrong with a debate. But the debate should be last. The building should be first. Whether you're building in the inner city or whether you're building on the outskirts or whether you're building in the deep country, the debate should be last, or it should be in the plan. The building should be first. When the Bible tells us to come out of her, my people, why nobody is coming out? Why nobody is coming out? So I'm just saying, from this point on, I want all the smoke. I ain't got no problem with all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, for me, let me show you something. At the end of the day, for me, give me 1 second. At the end of the day, when I see stuff like this, let me see this real quick. When I see stuff like this, at the end of the day, when I see stuff like this, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? When I see stuff like this, I'm good. And it wouldn't even matter at this point. Hold on 1 second. It wouldn't even matter at this point. Where my picture at? Hold up. This might be it. Let me see. Bam. Wrong one. 1 second. So, man, I'm cutting. All right, hold up. My picture looking crazy. All right, there it is. But at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Man, woman, and child. Man, woman, and child. And you know what? I'm going to show you another thing. Let me tell you something. You know what I mean? My mother, I don't like to call my mother an elder, I don't know why. Because you know how you grow up with your mother and you used to your mother being your mother. You follow me?
So here's my mother.
You see this? We installed a well pump over 100 feet in the ground. And I took the first sip.
Mama,
You see that? That's my mother. That's my mother.
History in the making.
Hear that?
that's right. There we go.
Thumbs up there. History in the making.
That's right. History in the making.
Oh man, that's awesome.
You see that? This is my mother. That's my son right there. This is my mother who at one time wasn't sure if I was going to make it to 21 because how I was living. Feel what I'm saying? And I share this with you real quick because y'all know I'm not, y'all know me by now. And I'm rough around the edges. And I said this at our spring equinox meeting. This is the same woman that when I was wilding and the boys kicked in my door over 30 years ago, I think. Yep, over 30 years ago, when them boys kicked in my door over 30 years ago, and they pulled out them hammers, it was me and my mama. My mother ain't had nothing to do with nothing. I was acting a fool in those streets over 30 years ago. You follow what I'm saying? My mother was shook up as I was being taken away. Now, I don't like to tell this story because I want to share it for my book. You know what I'm saying? I got a real good story, you know, that can inspire some lives. But imagine your mother, the one that birthed you, see you transition from what one would call thuggish, whatever, to now one who influences people to move in the right direction. And she's able to witness the doors open by the will of God for not only me, but anybody that wants something better in life to roll with me. Man, this is crazy. I'm living a dream. I'm living a dream. I'm living a dream. And so now I aspire to inspire. Man, living your dream. This is reality. This is reality now. And this is why I say, no, you don't have to be a Moor. No, you don't have to be a Moor. All you got to do is want more. That's all you got to do. And watch this. And my mother is right here, right beside me.
Right, history in the making.
Oh man, that's awesome.
History in the
Man, like
making.
the kids say, that's awesome. Yeah.
All you can hear is my mother saying, that's awesome. This is awesome. Do you know these people disrespected my mother, put her picture on, talk real greasy about, I mean, they just went in crazy as if they don't have mothers. But the good thing about it is that my mother was able and continues to see the growth and development of myself. You know, and so we as a people need to come together and take us to the next level. We need to take us to the next level. You follow what I'm saying? We need to take us to the next level. But it depends on us at this point. It depends on us at this point because God will send people to help you if you real. God, listen, I don't have much. I'm telling you, I don't have much as it relates to material wealth. But I got faith that's solid as a rock. And from that faith, doors open, people walk in and appear. I say I don't have much as it relates to material wealth. I don't have much. But I'm going to tell you, I have faith that's solid as a rock. And that faith is what opened doors and allow people to appear. I think a thing, and next thing you know, somebody is there to help me walk through it. Somebody is there. And this is why I honor the Moorish World TV citizens so much. Because you are the people that show me that I must keep on pushing. Just think about it. How many people did we see from Grandmaster Jay? He called people to the forefront to march, to protest Breonna Taylor. But now let's take this for example. The people that answered the call from Grandmaster Jay didn't gain nothing. In fact, they lost. You know what I'm saying? In fact, they lost. When they were summoned to any march, they paid with their money. That's one loss. And I'm going to show you why it was a loss. Secondly, many of them that bought guns was the first time that they ever bought guns or owned a gun. That's not a real loss, but did they need it at that time? I don't know, but let me tell you, they spent money, so that's number two. Secondly, they got emotionally attached to Grandmaster Jay, that wherever he said go and whatever he decided was appropriate to do or what was an appropriate response, to anything that was happening that summer, they showed up. They showed up to at least 3 or 4 rallies for Grandmaster Jay. Each and every one of them cost money. Grandmaster Jay throws the gun at the people on the roof, knowing they were on the roof. These same people donate almost $1 million to Grandmaster Jay. They haven't got nothing out the deal. Press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. They haven't got nothing out the deal. Nothing. Nothing out the deal. They have been given and given and given and given. And Grandmaster Jay been taken and taken and taken and taken. Now, is that a scam? Well, I don't really call that a scam, but what I do call that is that's an emotional scam. Get people emotionally attached to you and then drain them. And then drain them. And them people was just giving. Some even gave themselves to the point where they either locked up and facing serious time for walking into that trap. For walking into that trap. And I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care. I'm going to give them something to talk about. You look at these people that sell these products in the conscious community. What have they given back? If they sold a debate or if they sold CMOS, what have they given back? Name something. King Moab said that's called manipulation, GS. Thank you, my brother. What have they given back? Over 15, 20 years of selling products. What have they given back? And what I mean giving back, we're talking about a community effort for self-development. Where? Huh? Where is the community program? Where's the backpack for the little children who are less fortunate? Come on. Come on. Let's talk about it. Malik Zulu Shabazz, over 20 years screaming Black Power. Over 20 years. Name an institution established. Name a central location where they can facilitate the Black Power movement. Name it. Anybody know where it's at? Where's the central location where we can find the Black Power movement? Where's the home office at? Anybody? Anybody? Where's the central location? Where do I speak to this general of the Black Power movement? Where the office? Anybody know? Somebody put the office in the chat. Anybody know? Anybody know? Don't nobody know where the office at to the Black Power movement? Where the office to the Pan-African movement? Where the office at? Man, I ain't talking about you that's really mean that in your heart. I'm saying what we got to do is organize and execute a plan. We got to organize and execute a plan. I'm asking, where is the office for the Pan-African movement and who is the leader so we can talk? Anybody know? Anybody know? I don't see no address. I don't see no address. Where is it? Big Shirley. Been around for over 20-some years. Chasing cameras, chasing ambulances, and chasing photo ops. Where is the location that facilitates the agenda and the program? Where is it? Anybody know? See what I'm saying? This is why they mad at me. This is why they mad at me. Because I'm going to make people think, like, God, daggone, you right. You right. 20 years and nothing? You right. Why should I donate to somebody after 20 years and nothing? Why should I? Why should I keep buying something from somebody who hasn't done nothing for our community? To even facilitate something for our community. This became a hustle and a job. Debates became a hustle and a job. Has nothing to do with uplifting nobody. Has nothing to do with taking people to another level of consciousness. Has nothing to do with that. This consciousness have became nothing but a tool to sell a product. And Doggy Diamond said it the best. That it ain't nothing but people. What word did he use? He said that basically they ain't nothing but a concession stand. I tell you where the office at. It's in Statesville Penitentiary. You feel what I'm saying? So at this point, let me see if I can grab a few. So at this point, family, it's just time to get busy. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get busy. And so I will be announcing, I'm not going to be mentioning too much about this. I'm going to edit this video and put it on my page soon. You know what I'm saying? But you see that right there? Those are my two youngest sons. Come on now. Yeah, vendors. That's what he called them, vendors. Christian news and interviews, vendors. Those are my two youngest sons. Let me ask you a question. All these people that have attacked me, have you ever seen their families? Have you ever seen them? I bet you won't see them. I bet you won't. See, I believe and have confidence in that the universal creator God have a covering and a protection around my family. I don't mind showing you my family. I don't mind showing you my family.
He got two more.
I got faith that Allah have a protecting covering around my family. You don't bother me. Say what you want about me. So I don't mind showing you where I'm at. I don't mind showing you what I'm doing. Because I'm doing it for the people. And the people got to know where you at in order that they can benefit. I'm doing it for the people. I'm saying we need to all come together and put our skill together, and we can make one on this location, grab another one on another location, and we have locations, we have satellite locations around the United States of America. That if there is a time when there is a cataclysm, we have a place for refuge. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even got to live there. Let me explain this. If we just came together and put something together that we would have during a time of crisis, we would be better off. So in other words, you got Hurricane Katrina. And we had a member of the Moorish Temple of America who had to evacuate during Hurricane Katrina. You feel me? If someone have to evacuate, 9 times out of 10, we are depending on those who actually broke the levees to save us. You hear what I say? We had to depend on those who broke the levees to actually save us. See what I'm saying? What happens when those that live next to strategic military installations and they get hit? What you gonna do? You're gonna look to the same perpetrator to help you out? That's what you're gonna look for? The same perpetrator to help you out? You tripping. And let me say this. I like Sweet D. Sweet D say, that's our roadblock. We can't come together. Let me say this to Sweet D. What it is, Sweet D, we don't need everybody to come together. All we need is those that are willing to come together to come together. Most people are dead weight anyway. Most of our people at this time, I'm sorry to say it, we are dead weight. Let me tell you why. Here's the evidence. The moment that Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, that's what everybody was talking about. Everybody made a meme about. Everybody did a live stream about. Everybody was talking about it. I mean, the world has been distracted for over a week. You feel me? So that shows you the mentality of the mass majority of our people. The mass majority of our people is like Jesus said, they must be born again. Do you mean they got to die and come back through the womb? Yep, they must be born again. I'm telling you, many of our people are done. It's over. I mean, sit back and contemplate and meditate on some of the things that you see our people do just on the internet. Just go to some of these internet channels and just watch with some of the things that people do. Just watch. Watch what people do. I'm telling you, you watch the social media community as it relates to conscious, unconscious, doxing, or whatever the case may be. You watch the entertainment community from the movies, from the videos, et cetera, et cetera. You watch the entertainment from the rap, from the music, et cetera, et cetera. You look at all aspects of our community and just watch. And you tell me that we ain't crazy. We good and crazy. You know, I don't want to put this on Front Street, but you know, I glanced over there at Sinetta yesterday, and they had a debate with Malik Shabazz. And the after party, they were up in a restaurant, a bar type restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Tazoriak for dragging Malik, but they were in a bar type restaurant for the after party. Like, where's our culture? Where is our culture that if we have a healthy debate, are we going to go into an alcohol-driven environment to celebrate a culturally uplifting, spiritually, or inspiring debate? Now, hey, do what you want to do. I'm just using that as an example that we are messed up. We are messed up. And many of us going to have to go into the grave messed up. Many of us is going to have to go into the grave messed up. It is what it is. Just think about, look at it. Look at the world. Look at the world. If I'm in Baltimore, right? I'm in Baltimore. There's not a day that go by in Baltimore City that I don't see something that is so disheartening. I'm like, whoo, this is a tough one. This is a tough one to face that our people may not get it. In this era of time, we're going to eventually get it. But you know how far, let me show you how far away we are from being back to our original state of mind. This is how far away we are. When you look at the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, right, that had their land taken away. Lord J-Mo, come on, J-Mo. J-Mo, come around the corner, J-Mo. Where you at? Where you at? Come on. Hey, on Thursday, I'm going to be on Park Heights and Belvedere. I'm going to be passing out some flyers. I'm going to be also we're going to have be on Park Heights and Belvedere on Thursday. On Thursday, I'm going to be passing out some flyers of some good information to try to help the community to move in another direction on Thursday afternoon, and possibly Friday. It depends how my schedule looks. So if Park Heights in the building, yeah, Park Heights and Belvedere, and you already know what it is on Park Heights and Belvedere. So I'm going to start on Park Heights and Belvedere. I'm going to walk all the way up, passing out flyers, right? I'm going to walk all the way up. I don't care how it goes. I'm going to walk all the way up, probably towards, I might go towards Northern Parkway first. I'm going to circle the block, and I'm going to swing back around, and then I'm going to head up towards Ricerstown, something like that, because it's time to get something done. It's time to get something done. But with that being said, if we, he said, I'm over there. He said, I'm over east right now, God. Salute. Hey, Lord J-Mo, bro, if you can remember, tahankabay@gmail.com, bro. Hit me up. You know what I mean? Come on out. Come on out. Come on now. I'm just gonna have a few people with me, you know what I mean? A few Moors with me, and we just gonna come out there, man, and just chop it up, man, because at the end of the day, man, it's time for us to get something done. It's time for us to get something done. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to get something done. And I want to make sure that everybody will be able to get the bag at the end of the day too. Like we should be developing businesses. Like over there on where I'm talking about Park Heights and Belvedere, man, them Europeans are plotting to take that down. They are plotting to take that down, turn it around, and have that for Pimlico. Because the Pimlico racetrack. So we should be plotting to preserve it. I'm trying to tell you, we should be plotting to preserve it. Because that's an area right there that's a gold mine. It's a gold mine. Them Europeans over there plotting to take that whole block down. You know what I'm saying? Because of the murders, because of the hustling and all of that. But at the same time, when they take it down, if they take it down, they're going to plot to rebuild it and resell it to them Europeans that come over there for the Preakness. Man, we need to be plotting and planning to do something great, you know. But let me just share this real quick before I get out of here, because I'm about to get busy, family. Next show. Let me tell you, family, anybody got any ideas of any shows that y'all want me to talk about? Anybody? Somebody mentioned that, speak about the rumor about my leader. In fact, not my leader, the brother who made me a sheik, David Baliel. I definitely would speak on that if y'all want to entertain it. I mean, I don't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? But anybody got any ideas of any things you want me to research, you want me to bring to the table, let me know. I'm going to bring it to the table. But I'm going to tell you right now, the conscious community hustle is dead. You got to get it from the mud from this day forward. You got to get it from the mud. And again, family, I'm going to be live almost every day because I'm going to be in our store at Unity Hall. So I'm going to be live every day that I can be live. You feel me? I'm going to have a new story every day. We're going to build it to the point where we are going to be the driving force of social media at some point. And that way that any of you in here have a product, we're going to advertise to ourselves, for ourselves. I'm going to begin to go back over. I'm gonna begin to go back over to taakabay.com this week, and I'm gonna put some stuff on there. Sheik David said he made me a sheik as well back in 1997. And let me tell you about David Baliel. I will defend David Baliel against any accusation. Bring the charges. And the reason why I would defend David Baliel, the elder, as he has passed away, I did it while he was living. I did it while he was living. I did it while he was living because I questioned him myself. I said, I heard this about you. What you have to say. What he had to say to me and what he provided me with to stand in his defense. Already, I'm gonna tap in with you, God. That's what's up. That's what's up, Lord J-Mo. But he gave me the things that I needed to stand on. That if any accusations came out about him, but this is the same thing that happens all the time. Every time a strong leader comes, or every time a leader that appears to have something that everybody wants, they always want to try to slander and beat their name up. The good thing about David Baliel is that he never responded to the stuff. The good thing about me, that I'm ready to respond. But show me what you got. Show me what you got. Don't come to me with no rumors, because I ain't having no talk show that's being a talking head. I need you to show me what you got. You see what I'm saying? Present it to the people. And then I present what I got. So let me see if I got a few more things I want to share real quick. All right. Let me see what else I got over here. Hold up. Tighten up. Let me see. But anybody want to share some ideas? What y'all got?
So we about to get it from the mud for real. When I mean get it from the mud, and if you was to go in,
I'm trying to find another clip real quick. Also, family, I want y'all to be on the lookout for my brother Ben X. He got a documentary come out. You know what I'm saying? My brother Ben X, he got a documentary come out, and he actually put me in the documentary. He's shooting to have it out on Netflix. I don't know exact date, but keep an eye out for it, family. That's me and the baby right there. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on, family, and I want you to be a part of it. I'm actually going to begin this documentary on my journey. You know what I'm saying? I got a serious journey, and I'm going to begin a documentary on that. In fact, family, I'm going to reach out to this brother, Winford X, and I'm going to see if he would like to come on to tell us his story, you know what I mean, from blood to NOI. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me show you here. Family, I got so much more to show you and share with you, but I'm going to save it for all this week. I got you. Let me go back real quick. Let me show you something. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I'm sharing it for you all this week. I got some good stuff for you. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Not that one. No, this is what it's all about right here. Let me show you something. All right, hold on. Hold up. All right. This is what it's all about. Watch this. This is what it's all about. Family. This is all about. Look at that. This is all about. There you go. This is all about. It's about that family at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If you ain't got family, you ain't got nothing. There we go. That might be the topic tomorrow. I'm going to research that tonight. Why so many conscious are losing their minds? Nature Boy, Young Pharaoh, I got you. Gerald Payne, brother, I'm back in the mix. Hey, Gerald, I'm telling you, Gerald, I love you, my brother, because you got patience. You have patience. Brother, I've been out there getting it from the mud, as they like to say. Shout out to my brother, M. Nugent. I don't know if he's in the building, but if he is, shout out to M. Nugent. And shout out to each and every one of you. But let me see if I can, what I got here. I want to share something with you. I'm going to upload this one, though, because I was talking to Ben X right here.
Moorish American, right?
All right. I'm going to upload this soon. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. This is a nice little dialogue about Moorish science that we was having in his office. Here we go.
If there's such a thing of a real Moorish American. So let me tell you about me first. So Prophet Noble Durali, and I explain this all the time. It's Prophet Noble Durali organized the Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, he's the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Prophet Noble Durali. So there is a certain thing that must be done to meet the standard to even say that you're a Moorish American. First of all, you have to be a member.
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. First of all, you have
Stop
to be
right
a member
there.
of the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Stop
to be
right
a
there.
member, you pay due.
So listen, I'm going to do a show about that too. You're not blocked. You better not be blocked. You're not blocked. So look, I'm going to do a show about that too, because there's a lot of confusion on what is a Moorish American. Where are these military guns coming from in our community? Exactly. Now, I'm going to have to do some research on that, Immortal Truth. I have to do some research on that. But what I was going to say is that I'm going to break down to you what is a Moorish American. So when you Google it, because you rock with me, and you go online and you see these crazy people, you would know the difference from what a Moorish American is and what one claims to be one. From what a Grand Sheik is and from what one claims to be one. I'm going to break that all down. I'm going to do a show on that. But with that being said, family, it's 11:51 on the East Coast. I'm going to see y'all in the afternoon. I'm going to be doing the afternoon show with Brother Tahaka Bay. All right? So if y'all available around 2 o'clock, on the East Coast, I'll be live with all the news stories. The new stories that's popping up around, and I'll be giving my commentary, because some of these stuff be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was asking how you felt about reparation, and you two blocked my comment. Whoa. Well, that's a good show too about reparations. That's a good show. I'll tell you this, and I did a class on reparations in our temple. You know what I'm saying? And I'll bring that to you. But I will tell you what, we will never get we will never get reparations if we don't organize as an organization, a legitimate organization, to make a claim. You can't make a claim on reparations with rhetoric. Reparations is a legal procedure. Reparation is a legal procedure. Reparations is not rhetoric. It's not screaming and hollering. It's not talking. It's a legal procedure that must take place. And it's a step-by-step process for it to happen. Many people have gotten reparations. You follow me? Many groups of people have gotten reparations. And all you got to do is look at the blueprint of how it was acquired. And you got to peel back the layers of the details to see how it can be obtained for us, you know? But many people don't understand what it took for Jewish people to get reparations or compensation. Many people don't know what it took people in Nagasaki to get reparation for compensation, or Vietnam, or the Vietnamese. People don't know. They just say, oh, they gave it to them, they should give it to us. Well, guess what? The difference between them, they was nations or they was organizations. That was the difference. I want to say it again. The difference between anybody that received reparations, they was nations or organizations. You hear me? That's it. They was organizations or they were nations. No one else, individuals don't receive reparations. Individual groups and all of that, no, you have to be a legitimate legal organization because it's a legal matter. It's a legal process that takes place. And all you have to do is look at any group that received reparations. And you're going to find, and one thing that you're going to find, Kemetic Hebrew, and I'll do this on my presentation, one thing that you're going to find is that when the Jewish people received, the European Jew received compensation, they didn't receive it as a whole group. It was a whole lot of different organizations in conjunction with the nation of Israel, the state of Israel, I mean to say, that received reparations. You had organized civic groups here in the United States. You follow me? ADOS. It depends on how ADOS is organized. What I come to see about ADOS, they're not organized in the sense to even receive reparations. You have to look at the criteria. You can call yourself ADOS and you can be incorporated as an organization, but that don't mean that you meet the criteria. There's a certain criteria that must be met in order to even make a claim. I'm gonna give a presentation on that. There's a certain criteria. Now, I don't know, they might meet it, but what I know about ADOS, from what I know, I could be wrong, it doesn't appear that they meet the criteria. It just doesn't appear that. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't appear that way. But like I said, I could be wrong. But there is a criteria that need to be met, I mean, to receive compensation. And that's just what it is. And I mean, it's a road. You know what I'm saying? It's a road. It's a road that must be traveled. You know, even you got African countries that receive compensation that you don't even hear about. Somebody said FBA got it. We're gonna look into FBA. And that may be something that you need to look at. Let me see. I never looked at FBA. I never looked at their case study. They got reparations. Let me see. I never looked at their case study, so yeah, I got to look into that. Yeah, I never looked into that case study, but I just know I looked at a lot of other case studies. You know what I mean? See, that's the thing, Immortal Truth. Immortal Truth say, how can we bring FBA and ADOS together for betterment of the people? Immortal Truth. That's a grave mistake right there. The grave mistake that we make is assuming that all of these groups are going to come together. Most of these groups have such different ideologies that they're not going to come together. And so it would take a brother, sister, or anybody, if you're going to join somebody, join them because they have the same philosophy that you have. But you'll spend your life trying to bring people with two different philosophies together. But that doesn't mean that each philosophy won't work. But you'll be spinning your wheels in the mud thinking that two different groups with two different philosophies are going to come together for the betterment of the people. They're just not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. So the best thing to be is to move on the vibration that fits your philosophy. And you make a contribution to that. You know what I'm saying? And you make a contribution to that. And that's one of the mistakes that we make as a people, as a collective. We always trying to bring everybody together. Well, newsflash, everybody ain't coming together. Only like-minded people will accomplish like-minded things. And that's the real truth. You have to understand that before the introduction of European slavery, before the introduction of that, we have been a tribal people. We have seen things through many lenses. This tribe might see it through this lens. This tribe might see it through that lens. And that doesn't mean that each lens is different. That just means in my father's house, there are many mansions. And so whatever mansion or room that you're in, make a contribution to that room so you can get to the goal that much quicker. But if you spend your time thinking that everybody going to come together, man, you're going to be sorely mistaken and brokenhearted because it ain't going to happen. That everybody that's going to come together is the ones that think alike as it relates to the solution and the philosophy of getting to that goal. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. But with that being said, family, we'll be back tomorrow. We might even be talking about reparations. You know what I'm saying? We might even be talking about reparations. But with that being said, okay, somebody sent me something. What was this? Oh, reparations to the... Somebody sent me something on reparations about California, and I examined it too. So tomorrow, man, we might have a reparations talk. But with that being said, family, we starting a new season. Yeah. For people to get reparations, they can't be unified with everyone else. They will get nada. Exactly. And you will see that in the European Jewish situation. The European Jewish situation, that they got reparations, but they got reparations from organization here, organization there, organization here, organization there. And the organization was able to disperse those reparations. They never gave it to every European Jew, to one European Jew to disperse it to the whole Jewish nation. It didn't work like that. That's where we go wrong. That's one of the biggest tricks that has been played on us, that we need to unite and hold hands all together, all in together now. That's the biggest lie. That is one of the biggest lies and the biggest fantasy that's ever been sold. You know, you don't have to do that. And any group of people that receive reparations, they did not do that. They did not do that. Do you know that some countries that receive reparations, you still had groups that appealed for reparations for their people to be distributed with their leadership to their people? I'm telling you, this is what it is. But with that being said, man, I think this was a good conversation. I would just open the door. I'm going to give you to your buck. They might got some more material tonight because I was going in, but I just wanted to touch the waters a little bit and see what's going on out here. So tomorrow, I see you tomorrow. If not in the daytime, I see you tonight. But I'm definitely going to start doing some day shows. I'm start doing some night shows. Family, thank you for joining me. Real quick, hold up 1 second. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I'm going to take you out with my son. All right, let me see if I can find him real quick. Let me take you out with my son real quick.
Pay a 1% listing fee and save thousands when you buy or sell with Redfin.
Hold on. Let me take you out with my son Taji. Y'all go out. Make sure y'all on the way out the door, y'all subscribe. Take you out with my son Taji. Think he can drive. You follow me?
We in the building. Taji is driving the ATV. We on our land. This is our land. We owners of the land. Who owns of the land, Taji? Taji, why you going so fast though? Who's owners of the land? Who's indigenous of the land? Well, we got to put something on the land. Watch that hole. But are you ready? Are you ready to build on the land?
Yep.
You know how we built them city houses? Are you ready to build something here?
Yep. I mean, we got the land for it. Now we just need to work for it.
We got to work for it. You know, when the Europeans came over here, this is all they had.
Yep.
What happened?
Go fast?
No, come on, let's go.
Let's go fast. Don't go too fast.
Here we go.
Don't go too fast.
That's right. When the Europeans came over here and stole this land, they didn't have nothing on the land. They had to build on the land. And so, don't tip us over. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Nah, man, you want to do tricks and donuts. This ain't no donuts. Trip. Where you going? Why you going in the circle?
Where you want to go?
Anywhere besides the circle.
All right, let's go down here.
You tripping. So, this is the life right here. How different is this from the city?
A little different, but not that much.
Could you handle it?
Yeah,
You like it?
yeah. As long as I can talk to people, you got a connection, like my family, I'll be good.
That's right. So yeah, that's the thing is extended family is something that we have to keep in contact with, because out here, there's not much going on out here.
Shoot it.
In fact,
We'll take some things. Hey, go ahead. Oh,
let me stop it. Where you going?
go down here.
I ain't trying to go all the way down there. So we're on our land, indigenous to the land. We're just not talking about it. We're being about it.
I can like you bout it.
Here we go.
I can.
Right, come on.
You've arrived at your destination.
Good grammar and spelling are important. But if you want to write essays that inspire,
I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I'll be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I'll be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I'll be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off drugs, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. family. See y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law